Oh, it was just a great team effort tonight. I was glad to get back on the hardwood after a little bit of a stretch off.
Before we get to you, Coach, Jakelle, how to feel career high tonight?
Yeah, it felt really good. I couldn't do it without my team. We had a great team win today. We were very well coached. Despite all the adversity on the court when, we felt a little slow or we just felt we were doing bad, but it was a great game.
Coach, Vasselcon wasn't really happy after the second half, the way things ended. Of course, when we spoke to him, what did you see that changed maybe in the beginning of that second half?
Well, I think, just dialing back to that 3:38 left in the first half, we had some moments where we had not finished out halves. We were very cognizant on that last media timeout, and, it's just, folks and people that were in there were certainly trying to do their best. So we just, we got to keep working on that. You just can't, you can't crumble a little bit on a half. Those are the things that make a difference if you're in a tight game with one left. It's not always what the last shot was. So it is what it is. We talked about it. We were being cognizant about it. We need to then actually go out and perform that and then finish strong. So we had that a little bit of an issue. The seniors talked to them in the locker room when I was coming in there, and it was just their mindset, to not, to try to separate. They knew if we keep allowing to foul them, the clock stopping. They were 10 for 15 from the free throw line, and we were 5 for 9. So we had to play better. We'd put them on the free throw line and clock stopped. So, I thought they did a good job managing the game, and we switched up defenses off and on a little bit to keep them a little off balance.
You were able to keep Atkins off the scoring from the field. She gets all of her points from the line. She struggled, of course, against the last game against you guys. What are you guys doing to really shut her down?
I think switching defenses, not allowing her to find gaps in the zone. We had to get out of that a little bit quicker. You can tell they worked a lot. We'd been working all week to be able to switch on that because we knew they were going to be trying to do something different, to try to beat us the second time around. So, kudos for us for switching when we needed to. We got hit on a couple screens and had a little bit of issues. That's how Flowers got some points, causing the 5 to come out of the hole and not switch it back and recovering. So, but they, kudos to them for making that adjustment and being able to. We've always been a good man-to-man team, but you just got to do what you got to do sometimes to survive.
Hey, Jakelle, 15 steals in the game as a team, turned the ball over 26 times. What were you guys doing as a team really to force those turnovers?
We just really went back to playing really physical. Try not to really worry about the refs. Sometimes they can take you out of it, and you become more complacent and more more conscious of what you're doing. But we just really just wanted to be more physical, to put the pressure on them, to make them cause them turnovers. So it was fun. It was fun playing like that because we haven't played like that in a long time.
Was there any trouble, more for you two, not playing over a week since the last time I see Boston last week?
It was good for me because Coach gave us a couple days off just to rest. We haven't really had a couple days. We've been going. And she rewarded us with a couple days off. So, it just pays off good coaching. So.
Anybody got a question?
How do you top that?
Yeah. No NCAA violations over here, no money.
3-ball, much better today. Defense, 1 for 6. They're a team that does struggle from 3. So, what did you like from your team defensively there?
Yeah, I think they knew, who their shooters were, and they just did a good job of covering and switching. So that part was really good. So, and then tried to, obviously keep Mobley, kind of dare her to shoot the 3 a little bit because she doesn't shoot the 3 and then contest her mid-range.
Coach, can you talk about your play in transition, especially with Krista Luciano throughout the game?
Yeah, we need to score in transition more, obviously, on times when we're struggling on the offensive end. So, I just think we just need to continue looking for more of those opportunities. I thought we had some good moments. We had some poor decision making at times, but it's a huge part of our game and our success. We just have to, find those opportunities. Sometimes conference play, you don't have quite as much transition, because you're playing against really good teams, very well coached. So, but that we started the whole concept all week, just trying to get out and run. So again, we had some good ones, but I didn't think we have as good as much as we usually have connecting. But it's certainly nice when AO's out running.
34 bench points, 29 from just these two.
Yeah.
Do you expect to see as much depth as you have seen from the bench this season?
Yeah, I think captains, we talked about consistency. They came up and talked to me a lot about just trying to find some good rotations. Obviously, It's nice having something to give us a lift off the bench, which, Andy Payton provides, and then now Jakelle provides that. It just gives you just more options. And so I can't, say enough about that. And you feel there's a lot of confidence with these guys and a lot of trust, that they can get the job done.
How do you keep the confidence going for Sunday against Drexel, another tough team?
I rely heavily on these guys. There was a lot of floor coaching with Annie and AO, and Crystal too, just especially with the young ones, trying to rope them back in if they had a bad call or something. So it's going to, playing at the DAC, it's going to be times 10. And, AP and AO, and I've already talked about that this week. We had to kind of prepare a little bit for 2 games this week. So, it's going to be a lot of, instruction on and off the court here during that time with the DAC, especially with Drexel's offense.
And you're pretty much kind of back home with that game. What advice are you giving everybody else, all the younger players who haven't played there before in a tough building?
It is a tough place to play. I think last year it was pretty packed out. Just to keep doing what we're doing, just been playing how we've been playing these past 2 games, just to have fun when we out there. You gotta just play in the moment for the most part, 'cause they're so young. So, just to have fun and come out with a dub. Not much you can ask for from a young group. So.